Peace, everyone, and welcome to this video where we are building on the idea of how to gain back our work week. For myself, a long time, I feel like I practice and I exercise the paradigm that many people buy into, where we work really hard during the week and then we take the weekends off and we completely let go of, everything, all of our work, all of our, obligations and things that feed into, our lifestyle during the work week. And of course, it's important for us to have that separation, to have that downtime. But when we're not doing it at the right times, it can create more chaos for us in our lives. And I'll explain what I mean by that. I used to look at like my Sundays as, all right, I would wake up with the mindset, okay, how am I going to spend this Sunday fun day? What is my goal to, get all the fun in that I can for today, because I know I have the work week ahead of me and I'm not going to have time. And it was also what everybody else was doing. My friends, my family, they would do barbecues, people would want to go downtown, whatever it was. And so it seemed even more fitting that that's what I should be doing. But for myself, after, your friends go home, after your family goes back to what they're doing and whatever lifestyle it is, everybody is different. Everybody cultivates behavior differently. And so, maybe it was just me. Maybe they are more resilient at things, or maybe they just are more accepting of, more of a chaotic approach. For me, I was in a position where during the work week, when I wouldn't take the time to plan my work week, this is how we win back our work week. We have to have some type of plan or anticipation for the week, because if we don't, we're just moving chaotically and we're getting surprised by a lot of these things. And that creates stress, that creates, these opportunities for us to get overwhelmed, which then dig us even deeper down that stress funnel. And, it can compound on itself, and it can, really put us in a bad place where our health suffers, our relationships suffer, because we just have this idea of a scarcity approach, that the weekends are the only times that we can, have fun and do things. But when we are able to create some type of plan and we win that back, it gives us the opportunity and really puts us in the place to anticipate a lot of the things that may happen during the week. Now, you're never going to get it 100% correct. You're never going to say, okay, Monday it's going to go like this, breakfast, work, lunch, it's just to try to get that detailed with it, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Have a general idea of the direction that you want, your work day to go to, and certain things that you want to accomplish on each day. Now, the most important key to any plan, especially something like this where you're trying to create, more time, happiness, and freedom in your life, is you have to remain adaptable to whatever plan it is that you put together. Again, we all have these blind spots, and blind spots are these things that we cannot see. No matter how much focus, energy, time that you put into it, there's going to be some element of a blind spot. Now, everybody, like I said, is different. Maybe, somebody else, hits their first blind spot on Monday, where other people don't hit their blind spot until Thursday. Everybody's different. But the idea of remaining adaptable is key to this, because if we are so rigid in what we want it to look like and what it's supposed to be, when it doesn't go that way, it can almost give us that momentum effect, where we feel like, well, no, I was gaining all this momentum, I was feeling really good, and then it completely washes out all of our energy. It washes out our belief in the fact of planning and letting it be a crucial point for winning back our work week. What I found surprising when I first took on this approach, like I said, my Sundays were primarily, how am I going to spend, this Sunday fun day? It doesn't take a lot of time, it doesn't take a lot of energy, but it does take focus. It does take a dedicated, set amount of seat time to, plan out your work week and to anticipate and to, and you can use visual aids. You can have a whiteboard with a calendar. You can have a physical, like a hand calendar. Make sure you're communicating it with those around you, your team, your family, your community, whatever it is, so that everybody's in unison and on the same page. Because if I'm over here doing my own little ecosystem and, my wife's over here doing her own little ecosystem, it might create more chaos, because then now we're not, working together. It's a simple communication that, sit down and say, look, this is my plan. And again, some people are, I've talked to people about this and they shake their heads and they're like, no, I don't have the time to do that. My family's not on board with something like that. You don't know until you try. And I can almost guarantee the relief that comes from it, which my mindset before was, how much fun can I only have on this one day, the Sunday fun day that's dedicated to, my fun day. I have like an abundance of opportunities now that I take time to plan my work week. I can look at things and say, okay, well, yeah, maybe Sunday I do have a lot of stuff going on, or Sunday I have, a coaching seminar, or I got a speech to give, and that's not, a fun day. Well, now I'm going to move it to Tuesday. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. We're going to go as a family to, have dinner. You can create opportunities as you plan. So buying into it, believing it, is of course one element, but exercising it, actually doing it, taking action on it is important. Initiation and that habit of creating initiation, it's something that I explain in my Head Start program. It's a character trait of being a leader. And, whether or not you look at yourself as a leader, or you lead other people or whatnot, whether that's true or not, you do lead yourself. You make decisions every single day that construct and make up your life. So having that power to initiate something like this is one of those steps to create some type of freedom for you in your life. So I strongly encourage that you give it a try. It is a very easy and simple thing that you can do. But as I always say, just because it's simple doesn't mean that it's basic. This can have profound benefits for you, your family, your relationships, your health, your outlook, your prosperity, all of those things when you again are starting to anticipate these things, put it in like an organized fashion instead of just being like blindsided and surprised by all these like setbacks and things that are occurring. So take the time to do it. Most people's work week starts on Sunday, so that's why I brought up the Sunday fun day. Sundays are important. They're fun, they're for the family, all those things, but also introduce, preparation and planning for the week, getting everybody on the same page. That, like I said, doesn't take a lot of time, energy, and effort, but it does take just that focused, thought and that idea to carry out this exercise and this mission, right? We're not looking at it as a task, we're looking at it as a mission. If you looked at it as a task, you probably wouldn't follow through because you're thinking, oh, I just have to do this thing. And it really doesn't hold much weight, doesn't hold much value, when in reality it's more of a mission, and the mission is to do this so that you can have more freedom, you can create more happiness and all of those things. So attach yourself to the mission instead of the task. That makes a significant difference in our life. So win back your work week, start to plan, start to anticipate, and go get away from that reactive side and go on to that proactive side. Try to initiate. Sometimes you may swing and miss. Sometimes you may not, do exactly what you said you were going to do or how you were going to do it. And those are just learning opportunities. It's all they are, learning opportunities on how you're going to do it next week. So that's it for this video, guys. Until next time, if you want to follow me on social media, facebook.com/JRS Inspires. Instagram and Twitter is at JRS Inspires as well. You can download my free ebook on jrsinspires.com. It's called A Guide to Working with Mentors, which helps us in our mentoring relationships. Mentoring is one of those most impactful aspects on successful people, and I feel this book is a huge resource to helping you learn more about the mentoring relationship. It's very quick and easy read, but it's going to have profound benefits to your life, add profound benefits to your life. All right, so until next time, guys, I'm Jonathan. I'm signing out. Peace.